The Sports Club Diamond Jubilee Cup is our feature race at Sha Tin. It's race number 9, Class 4 over the 1,200 metres, headed by Sunny Boy. Pretty smart winner last time out, just his second start. Drawn barrier 12 though here. New Year's Sunrise drops in class. War Room gets the blinkers on for the first time here in Hong Kong. Red Desert, a last start course and distance winner. Invincible Missile, beaten favourite runner-up last time out behind High Volatility. Glenealy Generals comes up in class into Class 3 for the first time. He's won 2 out of 3 so far, and Jintoki gets close to a class drop. Keith Young from barrier number 8. New Age of Sunrise, California Turbo, and Real Busy are the horses that have been up at Chung Fra in the last month.
Yeah, spent some time up there, haven't they? Sunny Boy to come over from barrier number 12. Of course, he led last start from the 5. Jintoki might try and get across to the rail in front of him. If that doesn't happen, then Sunny Boy could get over on his own. Red Desert, Glenealy Generals, probably Real Busy, a touch deep. We know Invincible Missile's a get-back type. So, good speed. Just wonder whether Sunny Boy does try and get over to the rail in front of Jintoki. If he does, he'll have to push.
Yeah, and here he is. He's going nice. He's improved since that win. He stepped up to 1,200 and immediately won, and he looks good. He's just got this awkward draw, so it'll be interesting to see how much petrol he has to use to get across. War Room now, the blinkers will go on him for the first time, and he seems to be working really nicely in them as well. Martin Harley will take them out. Barrier 4, his best run was actually 2 starts ago, but he backed it up with a nice 5th as well, so he goes all right. And Glenealy General's up in grade with a lightweight. Not one that moves fluently here. He's a last start winner. And when he stepped up to 1,200, there was no issues for him as well. So nice, easy work from him.
All right, OK. Well, we're going to start off with Sunny Boy. There's a fair bit of winning form to get through here, but Sunny Boy will be first, out in front on this occasion, holds on for a strong win. Carries the same weight here as well, but barrier 12.
Yeah, he's a different jockey now, because Zach Purden's going to be riding Invincible Missile. But look, I thought it was a really strong win from this horse. He looked like he was going to get headed halfway down the straight, but he fought on with that top weight, so he could obviously carry the weight, no problems. And I'm happy to stick with him, even with his wide draw.
He's done well here, hasn't he, John Moore? He put this horse into this race, carried 133, got the cash. Now he goes into the same class with 133 again, and he hasn't got any rating points to carry for it. Marvellous placement from John Moore, and he will be hard to beat. If he rolls over to the rail, I think it'd be almost impossible to get past, but just wonder if Jintoki makes it hard for him.
All right, OK, that's Sunny Boy. Red Desert, the next one we're going to have a look at. Won pretty impressively, I think, last time as well, at just his 4th Hong Kong start.
Yeah, he's flying, this horse. John Size always said he was a good doer. He took a run or two to get going. Not dissimilar to other horses in the same ownership. They just keep coming over from overseas, they take a run or two and then they start winning. And this guy continues to do so. He'll be heading towards the Derby, all being equal, next season, and he's not far away from the ratings that he'll need to do so. So definite inclusion, I would have thought.
Yeah, good draw too, so he'll get a run. It's a nice race, this one, actually.
It is.
There's plenty of good chances in this.
There certainly are. Invincible Missile we can see now, along with War Room. This is over the 1,400 metres. So the pair dropping back to the 12.
Yeah, no, I'm interested in putting the blinkers on, as I mentioned, on War Room. Invincible Missile, I thought, came up to win the race here. He hit the line strongly enough too, and he was only second. He hasn't won out of turn. When he won his first run, he won with a big margin. I thought he was going to go through the grades pretty quickly. That hasn't happened, but it was still a good run from him, and nice second.
Yeah, I think you made a good point there, Paul. Like, he was up close to the pace. We see a lot of these horses when they get ridden closer because they sometimes change the tactics around to see how they go. They're not as effective as they were previously. I think that was a clear case of it. Not enough strength yet for Invincible Missile to sit handy and then still produce that turn of foot. But he is a nice horse. I hope they ride him quiet.
Just a bit more on War Room in the blinkers. He had 3 starts in Australia, won them all. And for each race, he was wearing the
goggles.
Blinkers.
Yep.
First time.
Like you now these days too.
Every now and again. Real busy. 4th here over the 1,000 metres, set up in trip. There was an eye-catching one behind. Thanks forever.
Yeah, look, I made this horse to follow as well after this run. And
it's just a broken record.
I know it is, isn't it? And Sunny Boy I have as well. But look, this one here, I thought it was a nice run from him. He only got going late and hit the line really strongly. He's only had the 3 starts. 1,200 looks ideal at this stage of his preparation as well. So I found a spot from on a minor line.
I got the feeling he enjoyed the cut in the ground.
Yeah,
that
he might
day.
be right there.
So if that's a real positive for him.
All right, one more to check on. Winning form again, Glenealy Generals, another one that Zach Purden has ridden. And, well, I mean, the form is 3 starts, 2 wins, but he's up in class.
And when he did get defeated, or when he got defeated, he had an abnormal breathing issue and a lameness problem. So little question marks over the abnormal breathing for sure. The lameness issue, happy to overlook that. But he did the job nicely here. He's another progressive young type who's done very little wrong. He really skips along, you can see there, covers the ground well. I'm actually going to side with him because I think you'll get an each-way price and he's not without a chance.
Yeah, I've got him in as well. I think he's a nice progressive horse coming through, and you all get a good price because Zach Purden, obviously with his lightweight, isn't riding.
Yeah, and there's other horses that have won recently too.
I think it's a race full of chances, Paul, but Invincible Missile the favourite.
Yeah, I've got him in there for second. I'm going to stick with Sonny Boy. I liked him when he did win his race, and I think he's a really nice progressive horse, so I think he can win. Invincible Missile will give him the most to do. Glenealy Generals we've had a chat about as well, and Real Busy will be the one that really had the value, is over 30 to 1. So I wanted to put him in there in some form. 1, 8, 11 and 9.
I'll take an each-way chance with Glenealy Generals down the bottom, the 11. I just like the way he won last start. He's got plenty of untapped ability. If there's damp tracks around, I'm not sure how he'll get through that because he looks to be a horse that skates across the top of the surface. But we'll deal with that when we come to it. I think he's a good each-way chance nevertheless. Invincible Missile, quiet best for him from what we saw last start. Red Desert, Sonny Boy, both have got claims. But I think the 11 will be the best price of those four, so I'll go with him.
Yeah, I think we've all got the favourite in, but yeah, I'll be looking for each-way value as well in the shape of War Room at this stage. 13 and 4 a place in the feature race number 9.